Hello, I'm Genesis, and welcome back to an exclusive YouTube video. I don't think in the last video I explained what an exclusive YouTube video is. It is what it sounds like. It's an exclusive video for YouTube, so it's only going on YouTube, and I won't be posting the types of videos that I post on my website, and I also post them here sometimes, but these types of videos will be for just things that I enjoy. Things that I like, books, music, things, movies. And speaking about movies, today we are going to be discussing what are my favorite coming of age stories, coming of age movies. So what I consider coming of age movies is the types of movies that are set in high school, where a teenager is in high school, where the teenager is growing up. Those types of movies. That is what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna get into it. I've got my list. I love coming of age movies. I think they're really fun to watch. So I kind of have a long list, and even things that are not on this list. So yeah, let's get into it. So another thing that people would consider coming of age, and what I thought coming of age was when the story is over a long period of time. Not necessarily just their high school, their, childhood life or teenage life, but also till they're adults and, they're explaining the life. But I'm not really sure what that one entails, so we're just going to do the high school one. So these are some of my favorite ones of all time. These are not in any order, but I do love some more than others. So since they're not in order, let me get my favorite one out and into the open. Alright, so my most favorite coming of age movie is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Ferris Bueller is my favorite coming of age movie. I can rewatch it any time of day, any time of year. I just love rewatching Ferris and them getting into their shenanigans and such. Okay, let me explain what the story is about. Ferris Bueller is about a boy named Ferris Bueller on the day that he decides to be fake sick. So, in this story, in this movie, he decides to be sick, and obviously he isn't. So, he decides to spend this beautiful day, because it is a beautiful day, living life to the fullest, basically. While the rest of us were just thinking about it, Ferris Bueller borrowed a Ferrari and did it. Yeah, Matthew Broderick was genius as Ferris Bueller. I feel like that was such a good casting. Ferris Bueller is my favorite coming of age movie. And the next one is Flipped. Actually, I watched this one a couple months ago, and it's about a girl and a boy. They meet in second grade. Julie Baker falls instantly in love with her neighbor, Bryce Losky. Bryce, however, does not feel the spark. From that day forward, he tries hard to keep brash and unpredictable Julie at bay. After 6 years, she begins to feel that she was wrong about him being the love of her life. Unfortunately, this is just about the time that Bryce began to think he was wrong about Julie too. What's really different with this one from other coming of age movies is that for an event, a major event that happens, you get both perspectives of both people. So for instance, when they first meet, you get the perspective of Bryce, and then you get the perspective of Julie, and then there's a narrator. I'm pretty sure there's a narrator in the background, but yeah, very good. If you like romances in coming of age, definitely watch it. And the score, especially the suite, is something that I'll listen to all the time. Love it. The next movie is The Dead Poets Society. The Dead Poets Society is my favorite Robin Williams films. And the first time I loved it, I watched it. I loved it. I watched it. I cried. Set in 1959 at the fictional elite conservative Vermont boarding school, Walton Academy, it tells the story of an English teacher who inspires his students through his teaching of poetry. And, Robert Williams will kind of always be a tearjerker for me. I think he was a very great actor, especially in this movie. So, yeah, he is a poetry teacher, and he teaches these boys poetry and what life is really about. And just that ending Oh, Captain, My Captain. I mean, I haven't watched it since the first time I watched it, but I remember crying my eyes out. I cry very easily for things that really don't make any sense, like books and movies, and Dead Poet Society really made me do it, and really made me cry. And when a book makes me cry, then, you know, or when a movie makes me cry, it's probably because it's a really good movie. So another one is a book to movie adaptation, and that is The Outsiders. So, The Outsiders is originally a book. It's a book to movie adaptation. You know, let me read. A teen gang in rural Oklahoma. The greasers perpetually at odds with the socials, a rival group. Basically, socials and then the greasers. When Greaser's Pony Boy and Johnny get into a brawl at the end that ends in the death of a social member, the boys are forced to go into hiding. Soon, Pony Boy and Johnny, along with the intense Dallas, and their other greaser buddies, must contend with the consequences of their violent lives. While some greasers try to achieve redemption, others meet tragic ends. It was a very good book. I loved the book, and I also loved the movie. It has so many boys that, you know, soon became very big actors, like Patrick Swayze. Well, I'm sure he was already a big actor at the time, and then there was Rob Lowe and Matt Dillon, Ralph Macchio, Tom Cruise, just some of the more famous names like him from that movie. And it was, whoa, my phone almost dropped. It was a very good one. Very enjoyed it. Read the book or watch the movie. They're both very good. Another one is one that I watched last week, and I'm going to say this one's my last one. I'm going to say this one is my last one, but I've got a ton more. So, Boyhood. I watched Boyhood last week, less than a week ago, like the last weekend. And today is Wednesday, so not that long ago. The main character is the main character is Mason, and basically you see him growing over the time of 12 years. This film took 12 years to finish and create. So it's all of the same people and characters, but you see them growing over a 12-year loop, over a decade. So, you know, the little kid Mason that we start off with, we see him growing up, aging over the 12 years, and none of the characters change. So it's like, it's just based on like the time and effort that they put into this film. That would be 5 stars already. But also the film, I actually wrote a review on a lot of these movies, by the way, but I'm just gonna look at it. So let me do the one that I wrote. Many people would call this movie boring, and maybe it is at some times. This movie took 12 years to create. 3 hours of watching this boy grow. You watch this dysfunctional family growing up. Richard Linklater directed it in such a way that you felt what the boy was feeling. I could relate to too many things. This movie did exactly what it set out to do, showing an ordinary life of an ordinary boy. And I had given this movie 4.5 stars. It was very good. It's just an ordinary boy, and his parents are divorced, and you see him like growing up. Like you see him from like 6 years old to his first day of college. It was really good. It is a long one, but I think you should do it anyway because it's really good. Yeah, so that is it. This video footage is up to 18 minutes. You know, it's always like that for me, but I had a lot of fun talking about this. So yes, thank you so much for watching this YouTube exclusive video. How do you guys like the background? I am not at my house right now. Or where I usually film for exclusive YouTube videos. I'm in my office. How do you like it? And tell me down below what type of colors you would like me to get, because currently I have blue and pink. So tell me how you like these. I've also got green screen, which is, not really. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. We'll finish it right in front of the green screen. Thank you so much for watching this video if you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys for another video. Bye.